First off, the people, I think, is the first thing. You look at the lineup of speakers, you look at the people that put it on. It's such a professional atmosphere. You get to network with the best of the best. And for me, it's all about diversity of thought. If I can learn from a football club over here in Spain, and probably take some of those learnings back over to the United States to implement them at the San Francisco 49ers, that's just a positive. It's so important that we as professionals get together and discuss what I call best practices. But also, the landscape is changing on a daily basis. If you think about content, if you think about the state's gambling, which has been allowed over here, if you think about health and safety, if you think about all the technology that's going into sport today, if you think about fair play and salary cap and competitiveness, it's important that every single league has these discussions. What works really well in your league? What doesn't work so well? How can we help? And so, while not one size fits all, everything that works over here is not going to work in the States and vice versa, it doesn't mean that we can't learn from each other. I get to do a lot of these things and a lot of these conferences, and this is one of the best I've ever seen. And so much of it is just the speakers and where they all come from. They're not all just within sport. Some of them are within content. Some of them are within the sports world. Some of them are in the sponsorship and the brand world. Some of them in the agency world. I think the empowering women that I saw earlier today is a great topic that's happening all across the world. So for me, I think when you want to pick a summit or a conference to go to, you want to know that it touches all the verticals that you might have inside of your own industry so that you really get a 360 learning. It's not just about sales, it's not just about marketing, it's not just about sport, it's about all the things in and around the sport, and this one nailed it out of the park. Super important. I mean, you've seen what other leagues have done, and I would say in the NFL, we're starting to invest inside of Asia. We've obviously invested inside of the UK where we play games at Wembley, and that's really grown the fan base over there. And so for us, I think what we found is it has to be authentic. You have to actually go over there and you have to play the sport inside of the country. And the NFL is doing a good job, but there's so much further that we can go. And there's other leagues that we can learn from. And we plan on reaching out to every single person that's participated inside of Asia to figure out how we can do it as well as they did, if not better.